Okay, the market is looking pretty bad right now, but I wanted to bring you a quick update because when things turn around, you want to be positioned in the altcoins that are strong right now because they're going to bounce back the hardest and they're going to really, if we can go back to all-time high, these things are going to absolutely fly. So I want to bring that to you today, show you where we're at on BTC, why it's not as bearish as it seems. I know the market's down, viewings on YouTube are down across the board. However, you don't get bearish at range lows. Range lows right here is where Bitcoin could bounce. You get bearish when you're at range highs. But right now we're now on support. So as long as this holds, we're good, lads. And we can go back to target new highs, especially in the bull market. We're not going to just peak above all-time high and then just dump. That's the bear market. No, definitely not. Especially the way like the S&P 500 is reacted so massively here. Gold has had a huge bid. It's just crypto. This is just shaking you out. So I want to show you a coin today that I have hated for a long time, but I want to show you it looks really good now, and not just why I think it looks good. I've got the data to back it up because we've backtested this. So let's jump into this today. But this is AIOZ, and this is something I'm extremely salty about because 2017, I was in this coin and it just wrecked me because back then I didn't know how to trade that well. I bought this and held this, didn't sell the top, held this all the way down and ended up, I don't even know. I probably got a wallet somewhere with AIOZ in it. However, this coin looks good right now. If we want to look at the circulating supply as well, when you look at token inflation and you see when we hate on things like HBAR, XRP, where they're highly inflationary, this certainly doesn't look like it is. All the tokens are on the market. So you can see here we've got 1 billion circulating supply, 1 billion total supply. So all the coins in circulation, it means VCs aren't going to come here and dump on you. When token unlocks, you're not going to be the fall guy. And that's really good to look for here. Market cap is under $1 billion, but more importantly, so this has got a long way to go. It's also AI narrative. More importantly, the chart looks excellent right now. Look how strong this thing has been off the lows. So strong. And we're on this big level of support right now. This is 2021, the value area of high of 2021, because when we lost this range, we didn't come back there. And we've had this level of support right now. We've bounced in the support. And this white line is the most important thing right now for where we are. Because really, the upside on this AI coin, a huge narrative right now. It's got the backing of like the biggest crypto banter and all that. This thing can fly. And your downside, you're just looking at a close below here. So you'd obviously not want to be fully in position here because 25% is a long way to go. However, you want to take partial positions here, not financial advice. Scale your position down so that if this completely runs right now, it doesn't look like Bitcoin's going to run right now. You've got time to position into this trade. But more importantly, let's look at this moving average. So what I've done here is I've actually pulled this into Excel, exported the data, and pulled what was the best moving average for AIOZ, what was the best EMA, what was the best RSI setting, and we found here this orange line. And I actually had to put this on a logarithmic scale because this is the performance in the orange line of buying and when we're above this moving average, selling when we're below, versus just buying and holding in blue. Because if you bought and held this, so when this test finished here, we're at 74 cents. And when this test began, we are at 24 cents. So you've done about a 3x right now, which is why you're seeing this tiny line in blue. If I move this back up to logarithmic, you can see here, yeah, we've turned our $1,000 into about $3,000. Whereas if we look at this, buying and holding our $1,000 is nearly at $50,000 here. If we use this backtested moving average here, and this moving average we can see on the screen. So you've caught this huge pump initially where we ran up 10x, 11x. We got back down below. We didn't know if we were going to fall all the way back down, so we sold our position. We rebuy back in here when we close back above and run this back up again, another, 376%. But what's happened now, most importantly, is we've closed above this moving average yesterday. And then the daily candle, we closed here in 45 minutes. If we can get a pullback and close above this candle's black right now and currently below our moving average. But the way things are, this looks excellent. So I'm going to be taking a small position here, not financial advice, and I'm going to be bidding down until this 2021 value area high, this level of support right here. And if we get a higher time frame close below 60 cents, I'm going to be out this position. I'm going to look to scale back in when the momentum turns bullish, but right now this is bullish. If you look at this in terms of the RSI as well, look how good this is. You can see here when we have these huge runs, the RSI is above the 50, above the center line. We had this huge run up here, came back down, the momentum reset, ran up again massively. But when we get back down below here, we sell off. We have the bearish momentum. Right now we're peaking above this 50 and we're holding it here. That's the daily. The weekly, excellent. Came back down here, cooled off when we were previously down here and ran back up again to oversold. Now we've come back down here, we've cooled off a little bit. So the RSI has still room to run on the weekly, on the 12-hour. Again, beautiful here. We're back above the 50. We're coming back down to reset on the 50 level for momentum to either turn bearish or continue, get new momentum and kick back up to the upside here. 4-hour as well, beautiful. Broke above the 50 here. A huge pump where this runs 36%, and then we're coming back down to here, reset on the 50 level. So if we can hold here when this candle closes in 45 minutes, I'm looking to take a position here. And look, you can always take a small position and scale in, scale down, or just cut this position quickly, however you choose your risk management. But when we look at Bitcoin here, we are at, this is using the volume profile of this range, which is 69 days, and now we're at the support, the value area low. So you don't want to be bearish here. We also have this fair value gap on the daily here. We're going to come back and fill 50% of this. Yeah, we filled 50% in this fair value gap. So we could be catching a bid here. And you don't want to be bearish down here at the lows. You want to be bearish when we're up here. Once we break above value area high, we accept back into the range. Okay, you're bearish now because you think we're going to come back down here and test the bottom side of the range, which we've done multiple times. So get excited, guys. Is the market going to turn around now? I don't know, but there's a huge risk reward opportunity right now for you to get in, get paid if this turns around, or cut your losses quickly for a small loss. So stay around, guys. Don't get disheartened in the bull market, when the bear market, when periods we're going sideways, because remember, the wider the base, the higher in space. This thing's going to turn around eventually. You don't want to get bored out of the market or chopped up out of the market. Slowly position here. So cheers for listening, guys. Let me know what alts are you holding. Leave a comment below. Thanks.